Hello, my name is Scott Minnis and I'm a solutions consultant with Beyond 20. Today I'm going to be talking about our new map, the Beyond 20 Metrics Pack map. What this map does is it adds a new group of dashboards to your system that has advanced capabilities for the My Work dashboard, incident reporting, running reports, as well as some basic templating features for the incident and change objects. Installing this map is pretty straightforward. You can go ahead and open up the map in the Orange client and press Next, and then accept the terms. If you're on a globalized system, you'll get this message asking you about what culture to target for this map. This map was built on versions 9.1.1 in order to make sure it was compatible and was able to be installed on most versions of Cherwell. You can go ahead and click Create, Make Reasonable Decisions here. You'll see that it's adding some fields and a relationship to the change and incident objects. This is for the templating functionality. All of the rest of the features are around one-steps, dashboards, and widgets used by the map. From here, you can go ahead and open the map as a blueprint and publish it to your system. Once the map is installed, all of the dashboards will be under Dashboards, Dashboard Manager, and you'll find a folder under Global called Beyond 20, and then from there I went to the My Work dashboard. So this is a new version of the My Work dashboard that we like to use here at Beyond 20. It has a lot of capabilities. So first you'll see a search results box here for the incident object. What's nice about this view of the incident object is it's looking at every ticket that's owned by any team you're a member of, whether the ticket's assigned to you, one of your teammates, or assigned to your team in your queue waiting for someone to pick up. However, what I can do is I can click on my tickets right here, and then now I'm only seeing the tickets directly assigned to me. Or if I want to see the tickets that have been assigned to my team that no one's picked up yet, I can click on the queue right here and see what tickets are in my queue I need to work. Or let's say one of my team members out, I can click my team's tickets and I can see what my other teammates are working, and I can reach out and grab one of the tickets if I need to. I like this view because it gives us one box that gives us 3 different views to each of the areas. From here I can easily see a lot of information about the ticket, and depending on what the ticket is, I may be able to right click and run actions against that ticket from here, such as assigning it to a team, or even taking actions if I have such other functionality added here, such as the AD orchestration pack. So we've got this for incident, and then we've basically replicated it for task, change, and problem. This way, we can quickly see the tickets in all these areas, and instead of having 3 different boxes for each of these different views, we have one box for each view, and then filters on each box to allow us to see the tickets. At the very top, we have all priority 1 tickets, any approvals waiting my approval, and any unowned incidents. This one's important because if a ticket gets created somehow that doesn't have an owner or an owned by a team, the ticket's kind of floating out there in the ether. I always like to have this widget on a dashboard just to make sure we don't have any lost tickets out there. On the right-hand side of the dashboard, you'll see we have a button for incident templates, and down lower there's a button for change templates. What this button does is allow us to create incidents from a table. So we've got a table called Beyond 20 Incident Templates. This allows us to select a record from here, for example, example 1, and I'm going to create a new incident. It's going to ask me who the customer is, and then from here, depending on the information in the table for the template I selected, it's going to set it to the status I want and populate all the fields corresponding to what I have in that template. So you'll see I'm already set as the assignee, the customer's already assigned, I've got call source, customer, description. This template doesn't have categorization, but I could have also had the categorization in here. I could have linked it to a CI and any other fields that may be needed for this type of template, depending on what fields you have in your incident object. And the same functionality exists for the change object as well. So next step, we're going to look at the incident dashboard. What's important to remember about this dashboard is some of these widgets do require a new field that has been added to the incident object. So depending on if you're a new customer or if you've been using Cherwell for years, this data may only be useful from this date of applying the map forward. Some of the useful metrics is the percentage of tickets escalated to another team, as well as I like to look at ticket resolution dates by bucket. As this is a demo system, there's not a lot of ticket data in the system. However, the main difference about this map that I really like is instead of having those drop-down filters where you can only choose one, if I want to set my teams, I can select a large number of teams. So for example, I could select HR, and then every time it's going to ask me if I want to select another team. And then I can hit yes, I want to select another team, and then there's no tickets under it, but let's select cab. And we'll be okay there. So now every widget on this dashboard will reconfigure so it only shows tickets for HR and the cab. The change and problem dashboards are pretty straightforward. The change dashboard has pretty standard metrics, just in a different look and feel. The problem dashboard, again, is pretty straightforward as far as what functionality it has, but there's a lot of room if you want to add more to it. The reports tab I really like. So what this does is this has a couple of reports. It's important to remember that the reports aren't directly included in the map. The reports are in a CED file that you can import the reports that come within the download folder. So these reports, instead of being hard-coded reports, are actually run off the filters that are set here. So whatever teams you have selected and whatever date range is what powers these reports. This way the same reports can be used by different groups and different managers to get the information they need for their reports. And then finally, we've got this control panel down here. So this has a few things. This has spaces for other maps that are either already out on the Map Exchange or we're currently working on. However, one thing I like to do is I always do this. So I always have a button somewhere that allows me to hide or unhide instructions. So I'm going to unhide the instructions. And now you'll see I've got text that kind of explains to me what each of these buttons do. And if I go back to the incident form, you'll see there's now a bunch of text that explains what all the widgets are, what they do, and important things to remember. However, after I get used to a dashboard, that just becomes clutter. So I can go back to the control panel whenever I want, and I can turn this back off. This is user specific, so this is not a global setting. So each individual can either have the instructions visible or hidden depending on their preference. That's all the information on this map. To download the map, it is on the Cherwell Map Exchange. It comes with instructions on how to install the map, as well as the reports file. If you have any questions, there is contact information for Beyond 20 on our Beyond 20 YouTube page and within the instructions. Thanks.